TNZ 제와도 제반들라 초대되신 거에 대외를 하면 인제신도 중수 유명비 온것은 해봐서라 대외서는 또 매천에 좀 했지만 하도 루소 제외는 다시지 전에 샘라 저지 간지는 루주지 나에 되저다 녀몬바이 내가 세바체면 저는 삼바 기든 남지 생에서 맞죠한다라도 저란다라 든냠바라 차베리 남말라이가 로는 정게 주모다다 미게나다 로군지잖아 지선바 탐제게 저다가 저도 Also, it is mentioned in the Lama Adisha teaching, limited path to enlightenment. 관계 침해 단예지. 관계 침해 단예지. 지된 감내 공간대. 지된 공라 부어에 관계 탐호 자지대 장주든 샘제는 쳐받는 쳐버봐 달라서는 맞이소. So in the limited path to enlightenment, 관계 is anybody's. Buddhist field, then Buddhist field, world, Buddhist field. According to the number of the scent grains of the river Ganga, Indian river Ganga. 관계 재매 다니지 이제 감내 공하대 아니 there are many Buddhist field according to the number of the sand grains of river Ganga is very long and very wide, so those who have been in India, when you see the river Ganga in Varanasi, you can remember that. So very long and very wide. So that's used many times as example in the teachings. To express many numbers. But also river Ganga, when he talks about benefits of bodhicitta, benefits of bodhicitta are in Jajapamaka's notes. Receiving teaching from this Guru Tapo Rinpoche. So the river Ganga is not just the Indian river Ganga, it's the Pacific Ocean, the sand grains of the Pacific Ocean. It's not just in the river Ganga. So the name looks same, but it's not. And it is mentioned in the Jajapamaka's notes. When you see Bodhisattva teachings from the Guru Tapo Rinpoche. So, like that. So So here, of course, here they're talking about the benefits of that. So it could be, it may not be just Indian River Ganga. So it could be, see, Pacific Ocean, the St. Grants of the Pacific Ocean. So, so that many, you see, according to the number of the St. Grants, so that many. That many Buddhist field fill up with jewels, totally fill up, totally fill up with the jewels. Like the offerings, offerings that we fill up with the grants, like total full, all like that. You see, that many Buddhist world filled, according to the number of the grants of the Pacific Ocean, and that many. So that many you fill up with the jewels totally. They offer to the Buddhas. They offer to the Buddhas. So, can you imagine the merit? So if you think a merit of that, whoa, that's unbelievable. So, for example, if you offer one tiny flower or one grain of rice, just example, one grain of rice, just one tiny one grain of rice, to the picture of Buddha or statue of Buddha or stupa or sculpture, picture or picture or the actual statues or stupas, sculptures. So number of big, number of small. By offering, so this is all. I'm talking here just offering a picture or statue. Number of small, Namra break that status to birth scriptures. So I'm not talking about the extra Buddha. So you see, one tiny grain or tiny flower, so far, number of small, number of big, this statue or script, a picture of Buddha, the surpasses. So first, what happens is it purifies negative karma, which causes to be reborn in the lower realm. It purifies that. And it causes to be reborn in the higher, the border of in the realm of the border of the happy transmigrating. In the realm of the happy transmigrating. So there were human beings, so that's first thing. And second, you should remember, but may not think the second one. Most people probably. So second, it causes to collect happiness from beginningless rebirth up to now what you experienced. Happiness in samsara from beginningless rebirth up to now, that much to be experienced in the future. You understand? Have to keep your mind. Even just one grain of rice, one tiny flower, or to offer, what you offered. So second that, what happiness in samsara, what you already experienced from beginningless birth up to now, that much to be experienced in the future. It costs. You understand? Then third, to be free from samsara and to achieve khalare. The ultimate happiness, blissful state of peace, blissful state of peace, the ultimate happiness. Forever, not just a few days, few lifetime, not that. Forever. Then after that, then causes ultimate happiness, the peerless happiness. Total cessation of obscuration, completion of all the realizations. Sangye. All that. Must reach to that. You concentrate to that. Then you free numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsaric suffering. The numberless sentient beings free them from the oceans of samsaric sufferings. Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Amazing. So every sentient being, numberless sentient being, free them from the oceans of samsara suffering. Oceans of 6 realms suffering, all that. Understand? Then, not only that, not finished. After that, you bring every sentient being, numberless sentient beings, everyone to the peerless happiness, to the Buddhahood, the total cessation of obscurations and the completion of all the realizations. You bring everyone there. Understand? When you brought every sentence burns in that Buddhahood, then the merits what you collected by offering the picture of Buddha, small statue, or the small grain, one grain of rice, or tiny flower, or they offered. Oh, that time, then you completed the merit. All at that time, all the merit, what all you collected. Now that time, then completed. You understand? You have to get the idea in your mind and in your heart. You should understand. 가소래. So that is wow, amazing. Beyond our concept, imagination there, you see the merit, how much merit you collect. You see, all of that, you see. Only one numberless thing you brought by you to the full enlightenment, or then the peerless happiness, that's happened, or all the merits what you collected, or the offering one tiny flower or one single rice, or them completed only that time, but that's not completed. Amazing. So that's why the holy objects, Namra or tiny, they're like picture of Buddha, one small photo, there are thousands of the merit fields. Do you understand? In the one picture, one small picture, there are thousands of them. Understand? So, can you imagine the making offering? Even that much offering, just 1 gram, all that. Can you imagine now? Therefore, the number of small number, how big, so precious. So this unbelievable precious, this whole objects, statues or pictures, so precious, unbelievable precious. Unbelievable precious. So to have, see, as a priceless. If you understand the value or the benefits, even on tiny flour or 1 gram rice, so this value is priceless. How small the picture of Buddha or status to Baba. So in the house, then kasure. Then to have as many as possible, maybe extra bathroom, maybe fill up with the smells, fill up with the not scented smell, fill up with scented smell, not that. So maybe that's not respectful, but otherwise, you see, outside, inside, as many as possible. So, yes. There are 80. The ex-monks from Gabon and nuns, totally 2 years ago, there were 80 in New York, 80 times, 80 ex-monks and nuns together, just from Gabon monastery, 80 of them, though, who achieved arahatship, who achieved arahatship, you know. So New York, just New York, that's 80. So so this past years, and in New York has a I say picnic. We go for picnic. But our first picnic went for picnic, put tent, and they didn't get much chance to go in the ocean or to play. And so I did loom. It's called picnic, but I did loom, not loom. Maybe some call loom, but I did loom, the old transmission, Aya Sangha Sudra, so that they collect most unbelievable merit. What merit? I mean, just unbelievable. I think like the St. River Ganga, that many Buddha 12 times merit collect or something like that. Something like that, huge, unbelievable. So I thought that it might help with their life to find job and so forth, or the, easy life. So I mean, up to enlargement. So I did loom most of the time, so didn't get much time to play or in the ocean, things like that. There was, I don't know how many were there. So second time to picnic, but they had time to do things, to go in the water, play, whatever. So also, I think the first time brought tangas to put it in the tent, for them to collect merit by singing. The second time also I brought from Nan Yangchen's house, has a beautiful Chonran Tara and and then the 3 tangas were brought in the I think generally nobody brings tanga at the beach. Probably people might think, oh, I like so much, the traditional, or to have tangas in the tent, and like so much, maybe little like sickness, sort of like maybe possible they may think of that, but I was going to explain how precious they are and how incredible. I'm not going to explain now the benefit by seeing. I mean, you have heard in the past sometimes, so I'm not going to do that today. So the what was become, never, I mean, would take much time in just in that. So, so in the offering, you see, I mean, so just sing, married, so kind of rough idea, the number of the dust of this earth, I mean, what kind of the rough idea. Anyway, so to explain them, so the ex-monk nuns to see, then there are other people also, there are other people as well. So three tongues were brought, but I didn't have time. So then I met individual people, talked about their health and the consultation, their health and things. Also at lunch, and then after that, then it's time to talk. So first, meet the people and those who need, and so at lunch, and then after, then I think maybe after some time, then get talk. But quite few children. They have quite few children. So then I thought to speak how to take care of children. As a Buddhist, how to take care of children. So I think it was important. Such an unbelievable precious life and precious opportunity to collect merit as a Buddhist, and wow, unbelievable. But then you see, you don't know, so you waste whole life, whole opportunity you have, then you lose. So I was talking to take care of children. So my emphasis is that, of course, because the basic things you see that to take care of children, I mean to of course, impossible before you make the children, you have a right motivation. Before, I mean, like that's possible. It's possible to make the child's life to be most beneficial in the world for the sentient beings and things like that. So, anyway, so as a Buddhist, so there were other things, of course, good heart. General thing, good heart as much as possible. To not harm others, to respect, to be kind to others. Those general things. But the most important thing, that doesn't depend on Buddhism, doesn't depend on taking refuge with Buddha and Sangha, it doesn't depend on that. That's the thing. So anyway, so as a Buddhist, then, the children in the morning they at least the Sangha Chodan chant and maybe some meditation or just chanting, nicely chanting, and offering music to the Buddha. Not just playing, not just playing for kind of pleasure, not like that. You see, and might make offering, something like that. prostrations or things he sees. Just, and even it depends on the age, but also it is. So the message is that in the morning, before they go to school, make sure they may offering candies or biscuit or something to the Buddha in the front row. Their Buddhists, they would have statues, a picture Buddhas in the front of that. Not just living there, but offering to Buddha. Or is that Shiva, the thought, not just living, not just dropping there. It's not that. Then they don't get benefit. And they offering Buddha, the must thing. So candy, biscuit, whatever, I see in the morning the children offer, then if possible, it's on night time. Nighttime also when they come back home, even people go in bed, whatever, to make offering. See, now you know. You see why I emphasize this. I've explained before. Did you understand? Oh, so all the children, see, just, so they merit, can you imagine? Merit, how much they get each morning, each evening, Well, I mean, they can do 3 times or 2 times, at least 2 times every day, like that. Then you take from the altar and take it as a blessing to the people or to the children, see, as a blessing to their mind, purify their mind, and to receive realization, so can take it to develop the mind. So anyway, every day to do that. So then they collect unbelievable, most unbelievable merits each time. So parents don't have to worry about their health and their education. There are so many things about a child. So many years, their whole life, they worry about a child and the parents, and so much. So don't have to do that, about the children's means of living and all that, future, all that problem. So they don't have to worry about that. The children, every day they collect most unbelievable merit. So therefore, they can continue their life with great success, happiness, so much happiness. There's so much happiness, this life, future life, then go to enlightenment. So much. So parents don't have to worry about child. You see all the time, So child, so much merit they collect, they take care of their life by themselves. So you don't have to worry it's a whole life or so many years. You don't have to do that. So what about then they themselves, or then they bring their life to bring themselves to enlightenment. Wow, like that, see. But so there are things like that. See. Anyway, according to the age, then you can teach that many. So there are a few things like that when they're small, and offerings, food offerings, so forth. And go to start. It's like that gradual develop. So anyway, I was emphasizing them. Just in the Buddhist and then Catholic. What that unbelievable opportunity, unbelievable life, so precious, unbelievable opportunity. Being human being at this time can help each other. Wow. So then you see, you use the children like outside people, just no dharma, just wildlife and with this language, with this writing. I mean, this is all the common education in school, and then we say like that kind of wildlife. Children grow, they don't know how to bring children. You make children, then children bring. You see, you bring them with wildlife. They're like the animal in the forest. You see, so it's very sad being Buddhist, and you don't do all these things. Very sad, very, very sad life. So you lose all this incredible opportunity you have to help yourself, to children. So anyway, I was emphasizing them. So then I was talking about universal education. From talk went through that, I was introducing them. So they didn't have time to explain the Tanga, how precious the whole object. So then because had to go to New York to receive Lung of the different Lama's teachings from Jongla Rinpoche, Jeff Jongla Rinpoche, who lives in New Jersey. So then another picnic, same place, and they put tent, and they put the name of the ex-government monks, nuns. They made a name for themselves. You see, they put it in the tent, and suddenly I have the tongues. Then, as soon as I arrived, I explained to them how precious this whole object is. So anyway, I put that in. When other people running up and down, they will call it unbelievable merit just by seeing. So anyway, so all of that I explained to him. Then I think I gave the room of the, or call him Guru from far, I think, to the people, or that, or I gave the room Dhamma Karsu that I'm not finished. Then we had lunch, and then they dance, the ex-nuns and the Muslim ex-nuns, they dance, and then one American man, old man, he tried to show me liberty, because the young people's dance. What is it called? What is it called? Young people's dance. Oh, there's all these lights. I don't know. Huh? What? Huh? Oh, yeah, one old man, I don't know his name. So he tried to show. But his wife, the Chinese, I'm sorry, I forgot the name. That's first time to meet. And she went very well with the other ex-nuns. They dressed Tibetan, Chuba and all this nicely, and then she fitted very well with him, as if she knew the dance. I don't think she did, but that's, yeah. So anyway, then there's a nice water, wrong water, lake. So I brought this. Pamasambhava relic and this mantra, this kind of content that I put on the animals and on people I had to which purifies which purifies 8 billion Nirkama, 8 billion and 40 million eons Nirkama. 8 billion and 40 million, something like that, Nirkama. So by putting the head, by going over your body, so for the animals and the human being. So I brought that, and then first I was going to go myself on boat with a few others. But then the lady who arranging, from the in the own organ office, they were there, say, arranging the people. So she was worried because the disease, paralysis. So she was worried. She's waiting for the boss to come, but boss didn't come, so I had to wait. So then I said, I don't go, because I just carry this thing, so other people can do. So the translator from Boston, Tamchi, and ex-government, and then Kedu from government. He now is the director of the Jimbisi school. So they carry this thing for the fish. On the water, when they carry to the fish. So you go down like that. So carbon fish, and also come down. So carbon fish purify them, and the really gets so they went. They did. So they enjoy very much. Dentists, because they can also dance and all that, Tibetan. And that was the last picnic. Yeah. So I call it picnic, but it actually helped them. To help them in Dharma. Make them to understand how Dharma is important, and see to practice that. So anyway, I think the so you see, so now you see, I think maybe there, I'm not sure, I tried to read, but maybe the quotation from Buddha, Buddhists, Buddha said, I think one of the questions is, I think now we see Buddha, we collect merit by offering Buddha. But in the future, when there's no Buddha, then what we should do? Then I think that's might be one question. From probably one of the Bodhisattvas, I'm not sure. So Buddha said, so picture Buddha, statue Buddha, making offering to them, benefit is exactly the same as you actually meet Buddha, make offering. You get benefit exactly the same. You have to remember that. You have to keep that in your heart. Or you want to keep it in the brain, or you want to keep it in the heart. Or you want to keep it in nose, inside the nose. If you have space, enough space in the nose. Anyway, so I think that there might be the quotation that I'm not sure. Yeah, I did translate, put notice in Buddha. There is outside, so people understand. So the Buddha said exactly the same merit. If you actually meet Buddha, and the statue, you see, make offering, you get benefit exactly the same. You actually meet Buddha, make offering, so much more. Oh, the statue, that's small merit. This is exactly same. So therefore, you see, so precious that must be total priceless and precious. Material, how much, even cost $1 billion is nothing. $1 billion costs nothing. Even cost that much is nothing. This whole objects. You should know, you should feel appreciation. How precious it is, you must know. So anyway, it's like that, you see? So precious. So, so you see, you see, for another idea, in India, in all times, for monk, they are not Arya being who has a direct perception of emptiness. No, just ordinary monk. 4 gallons. They're ordinary monk. They are not Arya being. So there was one very poor man. So he offered them medicinal food. A very poor man. He offered medicinal food. It's called menton in Tibetan, so I'm not quite sure. Medicinal food offered to this poor monk. They're ordinary monk. Just one time. So what happened from that karma? The person, that poor person who offered medicinal food one time to the poor monk died. Not right after he offered the first sangha, but then he died. But he died, and then you see, he died. After that, he was born as a most powerful king in India, King Kashika. This place, the Kashika, I think King Kashika, the name. Most powerful, most wealthy, most powerful king. Unbelievable wealth, power, richness. Next life. So I was born him being the king, most wealth, most power. So you see, the cause was life before. He was a very poor man. He was offered medicinal food one time, only one time, to a poor monk, not Arya, who has a wisdom directly perceiving emptiness, not that, just ordinary monk. So the Sangha, offering to Sangha, so idea, she gives idea, offering to even ordinary Sangha, the karma, the virtuous action, that karma is so strong, so powerful. So this is what happened to him next life. Huge difference. Then you see the Kazure. Then life to life. Then so amazing. More greater and greater, like sun shining in the world, greater happiness than to go to enlightenment. So now we come back here. Okay? Come back here. How do you say, somebody of a Buddhist world field, totally filled up with the jewels. how many world would the Buddhists filled? Is according to this should be according to Papanga's notes, then this should be according to Pacific Ocean, sand grain. According to the number of the sand grain of Pacific Ocean, that many Buddhists fill up with all those worlds fill up with the jewels and offer to the Buddhas. Then you see now, so now you can get an idea. Even the one tiny rice, tiny flower offering a picture of Buddha, statue of Buddha, wow. If you just think the merit, what happiness, good result, what you get is beyond our imagination, like that. So now can you imagine? Because Buddha's world, the field, that man is filled with jewels. And you see, now the jewels fill up. So many, see, even one Buddha's field, world is filled up with jewels. So according to the number of the sand grains of Pacific Ocean, or that many, then now one thing is what do you offer? Jewel. So many. Then you see in the one Buddhist world, so many. But now here Buddhist world, according to sand grains of Pacific Ocean. So over Buddha. Okay. So now somebody, you put palms together. You put the palms together at your heart. Then call Kange Tamo Jajide, Changju Tuni Semjena, Chabatini Chabrapak. Kange Tamo Jigit, anyone Tamo Jigit put palms together. Kange Tamo Jagit, Changju Semjena, General Buddhista, may achieve enlightenment in order to benefit for sentient beings. Sentient beings means numberless sentient beings, not even one left out. Numberless sentient, for 6 units I mentioned before, not even one ant left out, not even one person left out. No matter how tiny it is, not left out. So, sentient beings, to benefit sentient beings. Like, $dollar pinches, thank you to us, in order benefit of the transmigrant beings, that sentient beings. So, General Buddhista, by Pranapams together at heart. This offering, the generating bodhicitta. This offering is a capital park. So much higher. The benefits is unbelievable, so much higher. Special, so higher than diamond offering. You see? Kasore, Buddha's field, filled with the Buddha's field, filled with jewel, compared, according to the number of the harmony of Buddha's world, filled with jewels, and according to the number of the sand grains of the Pacific Ocean. Offer to Buddhas. Then whom you offer is that you collect, so how high whom you offer, this Buddha, you see, who has no seized every single mistakes, no mistakes, only qualities. I mean, can you imagine? But that's called. So you see, all that over to Buddha. Amazing, you see. So that here, the general Bodhicitta, all these offerings, kept packed so much, the merit is so much more, unbelievable, so much more. Then that much offering, what was explained before. So all those, the merit is compared to this general Bodhicitta with the palm soup, all those become smaller. And it said it has no end. The benefits of bodhicitta has no end. So Buddhas going to expand the benefits of bodhicitta can never finish. How many eons they explain can never finish. It has no limits. All of that. You see, Telatane machiso, as started as the Nagarjuna's quotation. Remember? You have to remember, generally when you practice bodhicitta, and then every time in your daily life, when you generate bodhicitta, remember this. Remember this. I think otherwise you may think it's just words. You understand? Because and also there's a Pember Samba Sanjijang Sangje Chule Chepan Didn't Zamba Meju in the Buddha Chavatara. You see, even mere thought, you didn't actually get to help that sentient being, but mere thought, even just mere thought to help somebody. For example, you see, somebody has a headache, and you are thinking to give some medicine to help the headache. You haven't given the medicine, but you are thinking to benefit, you see, the headache. The teaching says brain disease, I think the matter. Probably headache. So, you see, whether it's human being or whether it's insect, you see the insect, the ants, the fighting, or the ants trying to attack some other insects or worm, something like that, see, having great difficulties, powerless, can't do anything. So is attacking so you try to help, for example. So even leave aside actually helping, but it's just mere thought. Mere thought, want to benefit, want to help. Is just want to help. Mere thought just want to help, not actually helping, but mere thought want to help. Or even insects, is whoever it is. Pepper, samba, tamjijang, just mere thought benefiting others. It's much more special. Actually, I don't know what was the word. much more special story. Chepa the Pagwa. Chepa the Pagwa. So as a much more special.
Surpass. 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 Surpass.
Surpass.
No, surpass.
Surpass. Surpass. So, yeah. So then you are actually helping to some sentient being. See, then no need to say, no question. Benefit of that, how great benefit it has, no question. Even mere thought, want to help somebody, even whether it's insect or whether it's pest. You see, then make offering to Buddhas. Then you see, even skies were offerings to the Buddhas. Then your motivation, just somebody you want to help, has a great surprise. Surprise. So much great benefit. It's been thought. See? So, you see, that's. Like that, you see. So, So you see here, each time, example, when you listen to teaching, each time generating bodhicitta, can you imagine? To achieve enlightenment for sentient beings, to free them from the oceans of samsara suffering, to bring to enlightenment, even just generating motivation. Now you understand? Even just so. You see, creating the motivation, the total benefit sentient being. Can you imagine out here? Even that previous motivation is just one sentient being, somebody, person or insect to help. Even not helping, but help. Greater merit, much more greater merit, so much. Then skies were offering to the Buddhas. You understand? So now here bodhicitta, wow. To achieve enlightenment for numberless sentient beings, free from oceans of samsara suffering, and bring to peerless happiness. The total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization. Wow. You see, now you understand. You see, to achieve enlightenment, numberless sentient beings, the sentient beings. You understand? Now, the other before creation was just one sentient benefit somebody. You understand? But now here, to all the sentient beings. Now you understand. How much merit you collect, even from that side. So you have to remember how much merit, unbelievable merit, unbelievable merit. The Buddha can never finish explaining for eons the benefits of Buddha. Oh, then even just listening teaching, see, the much more special than the Buddha's field, world. According to the number of the sand grains of Pacific Ocean, all filled up with jewels, and made offering to the, Buddha, who is the no mistakes, sees all the mistakes, and then completed all the qualities. So can you imagine, even so such a high object of merit field, then you collect much more merit field. Unbelievable. You see, somebody wonder how the benefit we think with the Jeta, and how does the benefit is in the things. I just give a simple example. For example, listen to this. When I had some pain in the stomach, somewhere, I thought maybe cancer. Sometimes, not this year, but a long time before. And then sometimes the pain in the eyes. You see? Then you see, I not actually practice Tonglen, but you see, may I receive all the sentient suffering. See, not actual practice, but just begin. You see, just begin. You just begin, not actually complete, but you just begin the thought. Not very serious, but just to begin. Not very serious, but just about to begin. Kind of like that, just about to begin. May I receive all sufferings of sentiment. So, not even thinking the whole thing, but just about begin. Then you see the pain in stomach stops, unable to continue. Same as the pain in the eye. Just when you just start to think of that, it goes away. Only just not only one time, not only a couple of times. Just when you start to think of that, when you start to think of kind of light, not serious, I think it goes away. It cannot continue. So that's the power of bodhicitta. You understand? You see, power of bodhicitta. I'm giving just simple example. And sometimes, also when you do that, Tonglen, and then somebody's things get better. You see, that happens. Oh, that power of bodhicitta thought. Then, you see, even myself, no, leave aside other lamas or other Hodu Puja, for others, but even just myself, Mickey Mouse myself, when I do, prayers, or when I do certain prayers, aiming those sick people, even they don't know that day when I begin the prayer, recovers, got better that day. Even the patient didn't know I was doing prayer. Do you understand? You should think these things. How does the person get better? That same day, same morning, when I begin the prayer. Why? You think that. That's similar with the Bodhicitta. Yeah. And we do prayer. You see, so it's very common. It's very common. Not necessarily. It all depends on many things, but not necessarily all the time. But even the patients didn't recover sickness right now. World puja is done. But you see, they collect a lot of merit by offering to Buddha Dhamma Sangha. By making offering to the Sangha, who's living in morality, by offering to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. You see, during the puja, making offering to Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So you see, they collect a lot of merit, cause of happiness, cause of enlargement. You understand? Even though patients' disease didn't discover now. So there are also so many patients, life danger, many diseases, and recovered by doing puja. There's so many. So even just Mickey Mouse myself, then you see, some prayers or something, see? So that helps to other people. So it's the same thing. You dedicate it, so it helps. It's the same thing, you have to think this way. You have to think, my example, this pain, why? Why it stopped? Why? You have to think, why? You're thinking, then you understand. Okay, so okay. All right. So I think maybe. So I think that's stuff here. Okay. So it is still matter. You see, somebody died, your family member or somebody died, and that family person is asking you to pray or to puja. So you dedicate for the person who died. Or that person, it saves the person getting reborn in the lower realm. So even born in the lower realm, but the puja, the mantra, this has power. So you dedicate it. It works. It works. All these liberated from lower realm and get higher birth. To get pure and get higher birth. You have to think of those things to understand how the Buddhists can benefit certain beings. Okay? Okay, that's what. Sanjo Rinpoche Maji Wana Jeje Jeba Nyamba Meba Yukone Hondo Pewa Shu Gewa Di Anyudo Da Lama Sangje Juju Roa Jeje Yama Lu Pa Jeje Gewa Yu. Okay, thank you.
The food offering on page, I don't know what page, on page on page 23, 221. Oma, 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 Nayama Sangye Nama Chende Nama Gendende Boya Nama